What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold and how I got quite a bit of the precious metals essentially for free with the amount of money that I saved elsewhere. But we also have to talk about how lawmakers all over the world are pushing for mass crypto regulations and how they may be coming our way. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. You can actually watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos all right now if you want to, and I have a brand new giveaway going on. Join the VIP Club before June 1st if you want to get entered. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull, funding your account. If you refer one friend, they're going to give you up to 100 free stocks. And if you refer 2 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you either a free share of Starbucks, Apple, or Google. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Thursday, May 26th, 2022. The current spot price of silver, as I'm filming the video, is $21.87. It's down 10 cents today so far. We're down 0.46%. A decent red day for the beautiful white metal. Spot price of gold is $1843.20. It's down $10.40 or down 0.56%. A nice red day on the beautiful yellow metal as well. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 84 to 85 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about a couple of different things, and I'm going to save the precious metals for the second half of the video. I do want to talk about the silver, I do want to talk about the gold, but before we can even get into the money, I think it's important that we first talk about the currency. And when I say currency, I'm referring to the cryptocurrency. Now, I may not be much of a crypto guy, and I know that a lot of people watching right now aren't really crypto people. The reason I bring this up is because I think it's really important to pay attention to what is going on in all of the different markets. I think we should be aware of some of what's taking place, whether it's right here in the US or whether it's in other parts of the world. This is actually really interesting. And even though it's called cryptocurrency, as I've been saying for a while now, I don't really consider it to be a currency. Currency is something that you get paid in and something that you use to buy goods and services. That's not what people do with their cryptos. They hold on to it because they think the price is going up. So it's more of a software investment than anything else. And just to highlight how some of the cryptos are behaving today, which we've been seeing a major crypto crash the last week and a half to 2 weeks, just to showcase some of the 5 most popular cryptos out there. Bitcoin is down almost 2%. Ethereum is down almost 6%. Doge is down almost 7%. Shib is down almost 7%. And Cardano is down about 6.5%. So a pretty red day across the board when it comes to the cryptos. And just in case anybody was interested in getting any of those 5 cryptos for free, if you download Webull and fund your account and refer one friend to enable crypto trading, you get $5 worth of a crypto of your choice between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Shib, and Cardano. So if you want your $5 worth of free crypto, Webull link in the description. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something today because we are now seeing reports come out from all different countries that are really motivated to crack down on the crypto space at this time. And it's for a pretty specific reason, which we'll get into in just one second. I just want to toss up a couple of headlines on the screen right here, which you'll be able to see. First one is coming from, obviously, right here in the US, and it says that the US Congress introduces a record number of crypto-related bills. The next one on the list coming out of the UK saying new crypto rules in the UK in the wake of Terra collapse. And then of course we have one coming from India, which says the Central Bank of India is now making negative stances on cryptocurrency and warns crypto investment in India. And then finally, we have one coming from South Korea, which says South Korean regulators introduce new framework to protect cryptocurrency investors. Now, of course, those are all just headlines. I'm showcasing them so that you know where to look in case you want to read the articles for yourself. But coincidentally, they all came out around the same time. And coincidentally, all of these different countries are taking action simultaneously. You might be wondering, why? Well, this is all part of the fallout related to the recent Terra Luna disaster. For those of you that didn't know, there was a recent stablecoin incident, which is a crypto that's claimed to be pegged to the US dollar or a different currency, meaning each token is designed to maintain a fixed value over time. Well, in this case, about a week or two ago, we saw Terra Luna, which was over $60 at the time, collapse all the way down to a fraction of a penny. Certain investors and influencers are showing their holdings fall from millions of dollars down to thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars. Complete and total disaster. Now, there was a lot involved with this particular crash, which I'm not going to dive into in this video. I wanted to focus on how the different countries around the world are responding to what's taking place. We're pretty much seeing lawmakers push for regulations to not only crack down on fraud and money laundering, which has always been the target, but now there's more of an emphasis on cracking down on pump and dump schemes, which we're seeing a lot of nowadays, especially in the NFT space. Insider trading, which, let's be real, that'll never go away. And the most interesting one, at least in my opinion, crypto wash sales, which just means selling crypto at a loss to offset your gains for tax loss harvesting purposes and then immediately buying right back in. Right now, legally, you've been allowed to do that. You didn't have to wait 30 days to buy back in like you do with stocks, although that's almost guaranteed to change. I've been saying for the longest time now, with this push to regulate the crypto space that we've been seeing for several years at this point, the SEC is absolutely going to get involved, and I personally believe crypto will be reevaluated and reclassified as a security. I've been saying this. That way, it can be treated and taxed like stocks. But those are just some of my thoughts on that, what's going on in the crypto space. Remember to go and get your free $5 worth of a crypto of your choice between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Shib, and Cardano by downloading Webull and referring a friend to enable crypto trading. Webull link in the description. But now, let's get back into the silver and the gold. What you can see on screen right here, we have a nice little selection. We have a 10-ounce bull bar. We have a 10-ounce sunshine bar. We have a 1-ounce Westminster bar, a 1-ounce American flag bar, a 5-ounce sunshine bar, a 5-ounce Aztec calendar round, which you can't even see, some Queen's Beasts, the Yale and the Greyhound, some Creatures of the North, Kraken, and Werewolf. We have some miscellaneous coins right here, a maple, a kangaroo, a type 1 eagle, and a type 2 eagle. We have some 90% over here, some Walking Liberty half dollars, some Washington quarters, some Roosevelt dimes, and then of course we have some fractional gold in the center. We have a 1/4 ounce Philharmonic, a 10th ounce Philharmonic, 10th ounce maple, eagle, Krugerrand, Britannia, and out of frame, 10th ounce Kookaburra. Nice little display that we have today. But I wanted to talk about some of the silver and some of the gold that I've been able to get over the last year, I would say, pretty much for free. Now, it wasn't exactly free. I did pay for it indirectly, but I paid for it in saved cash. And by that I mean mainly from not having to pay for certain things that I used to have to pay for, or for getting cash back on certain purchases that I've been making over the last couple of years. I've been able to save up more cash in the last year and a half than I've ever been able to in the past before. And it really all started really 3 years ago, if you think about it, because I went and got myself a water purification unit. I'm not going to plug the water purification unit. Everyone knows which one that I use. But I bought it for about roughly $225. And I used to buy a gallon jug of water every day because I drink about a gallon a day. A gallon jug of water costs about $1. That's $1 a day. That's $7 a week. That's $365 a year. I no longer have to do that. And it might not sound like very much, but I went and got the $225 water purification unit. By the time 225 days had gone by, I had broken even, and at that point moving forward, it was straight saved cash. But now I'm able to save about $365 a year. Once again, I know it doesn't sound like very much, but do you know what $365 means in the silver world? It means about maybe somewhere between 12 and 15 troy ounces of silver that I'm able to get essentially for free, where I don't have to necessarily pay for it out of pocket, but rather out of profit, because I had already broken even on the water purification unit. So right now I can get between 12 and 15 troy ounces of silver a year just for purifying my own water. But on top of that, I also use cashback credit cards for absolutely everything that I buy. There's not a single thing that I can think of that I purchase without using a cashback credit card. And I have more credit cards than the average American has, and each of which serves its own purpose. One gives me 5% cash back on groceries. One gives me 3% cash back on restaurants. One gives me 2% back on everything. One gives me 5% back on rotating quarterly categories. Right now it's gas stations. Next quarter it's going to be PayPal transactions. So I'm really strategic about what credit card that I use. And I do this for a reason. It's because I want to rake in as much cash back as I can possibly get my hands on, then take that cash back and put it into something that's going to create value in my life. And by this I mean, I do 3 different things. I'll take that cash back and I either put it into something that stands a far better chance of storing value than just leaving it as dollar bills. I can invest it into something which will appreciate in value and generate cash flow. Or I can put it into something that I know for an absolute fact is going to save me cash in the long run. Case in point, the water purification unit. Those are the 3 things that I like to do with the cash that's left over at the end of the month. And this is something that I've been saying since 2020, because that's when I really got into it. And that's when I really started to focus on doing things this way. And it has been a game changer. It has been a life changer. And I've been able to get quite a bit of silver and gold by doing this. I mean, for example, from early 2020 to mid 2021, so a little over a year, somewhere between a year, year and a half, on just one credit card alone, I remember I had about $723 worth of cash back. Just sitting there. $723 saved. So I would have been able to get $723 worth of silver or worth of gold essentially for free at that point. Now it's $723 right now with at least the current spot price plus a premium tacked on. Let's just call it about $26, $27. Grand total out the door, stack price, $723. That would be able to get me about 25, maybe 26, 27 troy ounces of silver for free. But what about gold? $723. That would be right now more than enough to get a 1/4 ounce of gold. In fact, it would be almost enough to get a 1/2 ounce of gold. I would need a little bit more. I'd need to save up to maybe $1,000 or so. But guess what? I'd be able to do that for free. And that's one of the ways that I've been stacking for the last 1.5 years. Now, obviously, a portion of my paycheck is devoted to the metals as well. Uncle Sam gets some of my paycheck. The bill collectors get some of my paycheck. The grocery store gets some of my paycheck. And guess what? The coin shop gets some of my paycheck. That's just what I do. That's just the way I go about doing things nowadays. And I'm perfectly content with that. And I have small piles of cash for different reasons. I don't want to sit here and make it sound like that I have, thousands and thousands and thousands or unlimited amounts of currency to work with. No, absolutely not. Sometimes at the end of the month, I have very little to work with because there are certain things that I have to take care of, and I have a lot of overhead with projects that I'm working on and whatnot. A lot of my currency or earned income gets invested right back into some of what I'm trying to build. So I don't really have a whole lot left over at the end of the month. But whatever amount that I do, whether it's $50, whether it's $1,000, I don't care. I do 3 things with it. Put some of it into the metals because I believe it stands a far better chance of storing value than just leaving it as currency. Invest it so that it can appreciate in value and generate cash flow, which, by the way, cash flow doesn't have to mean cash flow. If you're in the VIP club, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I call it silver flow. Being able to get more silver, not just out of pocket, but out of profit. Silver flow coming in. That's what I call it. And then, of course, the third thing is I spend it on something that will save me currency in the long run, like the water purification unit. It's all about strategy. You have to be strategic. You have to figure out ways to cut back on certain spending. You have to figure out ways to save money on other types of spending. And when I say save money, I don't save money the way most people think people save. I don't hold on to large amounts of cash for prolonged periods of time. That's not what I do. When I say save money, I'm talking about reducing spending so that I can take that currency and put it into something that will actually provide me with more value and bring more value to my life. That's how I go about doing things, and I've been able to get more silver and more gold than I would ordinarily be able to if I wasn't doing things this way. And by the way, for the record, in terms of having more credit cards than the average American, because I know people pair 2 things together. They hear credit cards and they think of paying interest. I have a bunch of credit cards, and guess what? I've never paid a penny in interest. Interest is optional. You don't have to pay interest. If you pay off your balance in full every single month before the due date, you don't owe anything. You only owe what you swiped. You swipe $100, you pay off $100, and that's it. It's the same exact identical thing as paying $100 with a debit card or $100 in cash. Except I get cash back. 2%, 3%, 5%, sometimes more. Again, you got to figure out ways of being strategic. You can get a whole lot of silver, a whole lot of gold, or should I say a whole lot more silver, a whole lot more gold, if you implement some of these money-saving strategies to your life. If you integrate some of these tactics, it can really help you maximize the stack. And it's something that I was experimenting with in 2020. I was just kind of trying to get in the habit of doing these things. Ended up falling in love with the process, and I spent the rest of that year, I spent the entire year of 2021, and I've spent the entire year of 2022 so far utilizing these tools to save as much as I can so I can take as much of that saved cash and inject it right into what I want to inject it into to provide maximum value when it comes to stacking, whether it comes to investing, whether it comes to purchasing something that I need that I know will save me currency in the long run, or working on some of the projects that I'm working on. So those are just some of my thoughts. Those are just some of my strategies. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. First things first, when it comes to the mass crypto regulations, do you think this is something that's they're actually going to be able to go through with? Do you think this is something that's actually going to be achievable? Do you not care at all? Personally, it doesn't really affect me all that much. I'm not really worried about it. I definitely thought it was interesting, and I definitely thought it was worth talking about and, hopefully spark a little bit of a conversation. But then, of course, when it comes to the silver and the gold, what are some of your money-saving strategies? Maybe you're not as strategic or particular about the way that you do things, like the way I am. Maybe you just simply cut back on, going to McDonald's every day or something like that. Maybe you eliminated some type of unnecessary spending in your life so that you can save up a little bit more. Maybe you quit drinking, maybe you quit smoking, maybe you stop doing this or stop doing that, so that you can save up a little bit more cash, so you can take that cash and hopefully get a little bit more silver and gold. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs, and a lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month. I have a new one going on right now. Join before June 1st if you want to get entered. Live streams multiple times a week. Deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. You can watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos all right now if you want to. I'm posting all of those videos as soon as I post this one. And of course, every Saturday morning, I post a brand new vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2. They bumped it up to 6 for a limited time only, so capitalize on that while you can. You can deposit any amount, even as little as a penny, and it still works. It still counts. You still get your free stocks. If you refer one friend to the app by June 9th, they're going to give you up to 100 free random stocks, which I know sounds insane, but this is part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. Capitalize on that while you can. And of course, make sure to refer 2 friends to the app. By the end of the month, you only have like 5 days left, and they're going to give you either a free share of Starbucks, Apple, or Google. It's completely random. You get what you get and you don't get upset, but you win no matter what because you're still getting something awesome out of it. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver or maybe some gold if that's what you want. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the crypto space and the Terra Luna disaster collapsing from over $60 a token to a fraction of a penny, people going from millions of dollars to hundreds of dollars in the blink of an eye. When it comes to lawmakers all around the world, all different countries, wanting to crack down even more in the crypto space. What are your thoughts on that? And then, of course, more importantly, when it comes to the silver and the gold, what are some of your money-saving tactics and strategies that you've implemented in your life so that you can save up a little bit more cash or save up some cash a little bit faster so you can put even more of it into the silver and the gold. What are some of your tips? What are some of your tricks? And what are your next couple of pickups going to be? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.